Hi, I'm Jeff Summitt, Technical Director for Hireko Golf. I'm here today to talk about how to fix a rattle in a club head. And when I say try, I want you to remember first that not every repair will be the same. Some will be routine and easy to do. Others will be a lot more difficult. It may end up costing you more money than what the club's worth if you were to go buy another one. Or you might do irreversible damage or make the club unplayable. So just remember that up front. So we need to identify what the problem is. In this case, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a rattle inside. So we have to identify where the rattle is. On a modern driver, fairway wood, and hybrid, and even some irons, the heads are hollow. So the foundries will put a sticky-like glue on inside the head, and that's to trap loose debris. In this case, it sounds like welding slag. In other cases, it may not be so obvious. It may be a rattle in the shaft from a lead tip pen or from epoxy. Regardless, we're going to have to disassemble the components. If we had a head with a weight port, it'd be a lot easier because you could just take out the screw and just shake out the loose debris. It'd be easy fix. But most clubs don't have that feature. So let me get started first by taking the club apart. Now we have a separate video on how to remove a graphite shaft. So take off the ferrule since it's warm. We want to actually clean this right away. So I'm going to take my hosel cleaning brush. While the epoxy's still warm, this will make it easier for reassembling later on. And that's only one part of it. The other part is the cleaning out the epoxy core. So I'm going to use a long CB antenna rod here. And that way I can pop out the epoxy core. Wipe off the excess epoxy and remove the ferrule. And we can set this aside for later. As I said, every repair is slightly different. In this case, once we remove it, we need to remove the stop. The problem is the stop that's at the bottom that prevents the epoxy from flowing down inside the head either melted or got sucked into the head. Now I got a little bit different problem. It is open, so I could try to remove the rattle, but as you can see, it's not coming out. So I want to show you, if the stop was in there, the procedure how to remove it. Now I've got another club head here that has the plastic stop in it. And what we're going to do is take an 1/8 inch drill bit and just carefully drill. In this case, it came out right with the drill bit. Sometimes you won't get that lucky, and you may have to take a longer screw and tap it in there, screw it in, and then pull it out. That's probably the best way. That prevents the stop from falling down inside the head. Now there's a couple different ways that you can eliminate the rattle. We have different products. They're called rattle traps. Sometimes it's rattle stop. It's the same thing. It's a sticky-like substance that you put into the head to prevent the rattling. Now, this one happens to be in a bottle, and it's a little hard to put it in there. So what I do is I'll take like a McDonald's drinking straw and then cut it off just above it. That way I got something to hold on to. But when I pour the liquid into it, then I don't have to clean up the hosel. That's just a little trick I learned. The other thing is the syringe. It's a little bit more expensive, but this allows you to get into the head better. You can go through the stop, and it just has a little plunger on it, and you just squirt it in. Now remember, anytime that you're adding sticky-like glue into it, that you're going to be adding a little bit of weight. And on a driver, it's going to take about 1.6 grams, 1.7 grams to equal one swing weight. So we want to get the fluid started. We want to put this probably back by the heel or on the sole if all possible. Okay, it's starting to squirt out now. It's a brand new tube. And I just need enough of it so that I can trap whatever's loose in there. So we just want to move the club head around, and eventually we have no more rattle. Oh, one final thing. Before we go to reassemble the golf club, we're going to need to put a new stop in the bottom of the hosel. And this is going to prevent epoxy from going in there and creating perhaps another rattle later on down the road. So we just make sure we take our plastic stop, put it in the hosel, and you can use your shaft to force it in and get it seated. And now you're ready to reassemble the golf club.